Welcome back to the channel. Chad here, Venture 101. Today we're going to install a new body mount kit for the 88 4Runner. We've got our energy suspension one, so we're going to pop all the caps, pop all the hardware, pull this out. We're pulling this out and putting in the new kit just to level it out so it's sitting as factory possible on the frame, so that we can then cut off these panels this week and replace them with brand new sheet metal that's coming from Wolf Steel out of Quebec, Canada. Okay, so anybody that's interested in this energy suspension kit, I will try to have a link in the bio for it, but one thing I have noticed already is that the washers that come with the kit do not fit factory bolts. So I'm gonna have to drill every one of these out. All right, so we've drilled out all the washers. I can now jack this thing up, pull the old bushings out, we'll put the brand new bushings in, and we'll work our way around the truck. All we got to do, this whole side of the truck has now been jacked up, so it's off the frame. So we just push the sleeve in, drop that bushing there. Once we lower everything down, I mean, we can put these on now too. And then once we lower it down, we drop the bolts through, put the washers on, and tighten that up, and that's it. I mean, we're not talking, this is a very simple job. It's easier because I have no weight inside this thing at all, and it's just a shell. But even if it's the full truck, a simple floor jack, put it in the middle of the frame, jack it up, you can get half the side usually at a time. If not, you might get 2 and 2 or something, but that's how it goes. We'll keep going. We'll put them all in and bolt it back down. So we're on the final stages of this. We're just going to slap a washer on and the factory nut on. I don't know who did this kit before. There's some things that are different, which I will change when I actually go to final assembly. But it's missing a bunch of the factory washers. Some were in the wrong spot, some weren't on it at all. And they've used 17-inch instead of 14s like the rest of them on a couple different spots. So we'll just change those up once we actually do a final assembly. But for now, we can tighten it all down, at least square up the body the best we can onto the frame, and then do our body work without too much of a headache. All right, guys, so that wraps up this video. Pretty self-explanatory. It'd be nice if the parts weren't missing from the factory, but we can easily change those up and add them when we do our final assembly. Again, now we're ready, bolted down. It should be pretty much as flush as you're gonna be or square as you're gonna be with the body without, bushings being too squished and worn out, giving us the straightest amount of, I guess, tub to make our panels right. So stay tuned for the next one. We start cutting this thing up.